Hello friends, welcome to Aifer Diksha classroom. In the last few days, we have been discussing the questions from previous NTA NET examinations. So far, we have discussed the questions from the topic of logical reasoning, mathematical reasoning, teaching aptitude, research methodology, higher education, and the questions from the topic of communication. Today we are going to discuss the questions from ICT, Information and Communication Technology. These questions were asked by NTA in the last examinations which was conducted in the months of October, September and November. So let's move to the first question. So the question is methodology for the delivery of voice and multimedia sessions over the internet is called. Once again, I will read the question. Methodology for the delivery of voice and multimedia sessions over the internet is called TCP or IP, and the second option UDP, and the third option VoIP, and the fourth one chat. So among these four options, which option is a methodology for the delivery of voice and multimedia sessions over the internet? So we need to identify that from the following options, which option is correct about, or which option is suitable, or which option is a methodology for the delivery of voice and multimedia sessions over the internet. You can comment your answer. If you want more time to do answer, you can pause the video and you can comment, and later you can continue to watch this video. So let's move to the answer. So the answer is VoIP. That means voice over internet protocol. So voice over internet protocol is the methodology for delivering voice and multimedia sessions over the internet. So it is the methodology. Voice over internet protocol is a methodology for the delivery of voice and multimedia sessions over the internet. We know that. So we need to understand the abbreviation or the full form of VoIP, because maybe the next examination there will be asked the abbreviation of VoIP, that is voice over internet protocol. And voice over internet protocol allows to the system to do the voice calls apart from the phone calls. So we need to understand that, and maybe the next time the questions will become with respect to TCP. What is TCP? What do you mean by TCP, or what is the abbreviation of TCP? We can expect these kinds of questions. So the TCP means transmission control protocol. TCP means transmission control protocol, or it is called as IP, internet protocol. Internet protocol or the transmission control protocol, both are same, and this TCP helps to communication. TCP, transmission control protocol, facilitates the communication between the computing devices. And the next one is UDP. UDP means user datagram protocol. UDP means user datagram protocol. So maybe next time we can expect the abbreviation of UDP. UDP is nothing but it is user datagram protocol. So the user datagram protocol allows the computers to send the messages between the communications between the computing devices. And the last one, chat. We know about the chat. So in this question we have to understand VoIP means voice over internet protocol. It helps to voice calls, and UDP helps to sending messages, and TCP communication. So we need to understand that TCP transmission control protocol, UDP user datagram protocol, and VoIP voice over internet protocol. So in this question, it is related to which methodology we are using to delivery of voice and multimedia sessions over the internet. That is voice over internet protocol. We have to understand very thoroughly. Voice over internet protocol is a methodology using to delivery of voice and multimedia sessions over the internet. I hope you have understood. And the next question is, which of the following is true about the wireless networking? So we need to understand the term. It is the question is related to true about the wireless network. So the key term is wireless networking, and we need to identify from the following options which are the options are true about wireless networking. And we have given 4 options. The option A, it is easier to expand the network. Option B, data is less secured than wired system. And the option C, reliability is more than wired. And option D, faster than wired network. So we need to understand out of these 4 options, which are the options are true about wireless networking. Then we have given again 4 options. Option 1, A, B and D only. Second one, A, B only. And third one, B, C only. And fourth one, A, B and C only. Let's move to the answer. So the answer is A and B only. So we have said that we need to identify which of the following options are true about wireless networking. So first of all, we want to understand what is wireless networking, how to define the term wireless networking. I think we all have the idea regarding wireless networking. Wireless networking means the networking system without using wires. The networking system without using wires. There is many kinds of networking systems like using wires and without using wires. So without using wires, we can call it as wireless system. So the question is, we need to identify from the given options which are true about a wireless networking system. So we know that when we analyze a wireless networking system, or when we compare a wireless networking system with when we compare wireless networking system and wired networking system, we can understand that it is easier to expand the network. When we compare wireless networking system with wired networking system, we can understand that it is easier to expand the network and data is less secured than wired system. So data is less secured than wired system. When we compare about wired system and wireless networking system, in the wireless networking system, data is less secured, but it is easier to expand. That we need to understand. And the third one, reliability is more than wired. It is wrong. When we check the reliability, we can say that reliability is more in the wired network. While comparing to wireless network, reliability is more in the wired network has more reliability while comparing to wireless network. Then option D, faster than wired network. It is wrong, because while comparing wireless network and wired network, the wired networking system is faster. Wired networking system is faster. So faster than wired network is wrong about the wireless networking. So the options first one and second one are true about the wireless networking. I hope you have understood, and if you have any doubts, you can comment your doubts. We will be clarified. We will be given the explanations to your doubts. Okay, so let's move to the next one. What is the full form of the abbreviation of ISP? So in this question, we need to identify the full form of ISP. Whether International Software Product is the full form of ISP, or whether Internet Service Provider is the full form of ISP, or whether the Internet Server Product is the full form of ISP, or the Internet Software Provider is the full form of ISP. We need to understand that. So you can comment your answer. We are moving to the answer. So answer is Internet Service Provider. So it is an easy question. We can answer this question very fast. ISP, we know about the ISP. ISP means Internet Service Provider. So the Internet Service Provider means a company that provides internet connections and services to the individuals and the organizations. Apart from providing internet services and connection to the individuals and the organizations, they are also providing software packages. Okay, so we have to study very carefully. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider, and the Internet Service Provider or ISP means it's a company providing internet connections and services to the organizations or to the individuals. Along with providing internet connections and services, ISP also providing software packages to the individuals and organizations. I hope you have understood, and we can move to the next one. So this question is match the following questions, and we have given two lists, list 1 and list 2. We need to match list 1 with the list 2, and the list 1 consists components of computer system, and list 2 are the examples. List 1 consists, or list 1 includes the component of computer system, and list 2 are the examples of that. We need to match the component of computer system with their example. We need to identify that. Then we have given 4 options. Option 1 A1, B2, C4 and D3. Option 2 A4, B3, C2 and D1. Option 3 A2, B1, C4 and D3. And option 4 A3, B1, C2 and D4. We are going to check the answer. You can comment your answer, and if you want more time to do the answer, if you want more time to think about this question, you can pause the video and you can comment your answer. Anyway, we are going to check the answer. So the answer is, it is also an easy question. So a output device is printer is an output device, and operating system is a system software, and the storage RAM is a storage device, and MS Office is the application software. So it is an easy question. We can answer it very fast. We know that printer is an output device, and operating system software is an operating system, and MS Office is a application software, and RAM is the storage device. So let's move to the next question. So this question, the question says, what is bit rate? So the question is related to bit rate, and we have given 4 options, and first one is number of bits stored in computer. The second one, number of bits per second that can be transmitted over a network. Third one, number of bits per hour stored in a computer over a network. Fourth one, binary digit converted to hexadecimal number. Out of these 4 characteristics, or out of these 4 features, which is true about bit rate? Whether it is number of bits stored in a computer, or whether it is number of bits per second that can be transmitted over a network, whether the bit rate is number of bits per hour stored in a computer over network, or whether the bit rate is binary digit converted to hexadecimal number. We need to identify that. You can comment your answer. We are going to check the answer. So the answer is, bit rate is number of bits per second that can be transmitted over a network. So don't forget, it is a tricky question. All options are relatively same, so we need to understand the appropriate answer and the correct answer regarding bitrate. So the bitrate is number of bits per second. So don't forget, number of bits per second that can be transmitted over a network. That can be transmitted over a network. And we know that we have to know that bitrate is calculated like we know that KB, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte. We know that we can calculate the bitrate like KB, MB and GB. So the bitrate is number of bits per second that can be transmitted over a network. The next question, inappropriate application of ICT in research is an example of. Inappropriate application of ICT. ICT, we know that information and communication technology in a research is example of, and we have given 4 options. Technical labs on the part of the researcher, inadequate provision of ICT resources, violation of research ethics, absence of technical expertise of ICT resources. Among these 4 options, which option is an example of inappropriate application of ICT in research? Let's check the answer. So the answer is inappropriate application of ICT in research is an example of the absence of technical expertise of ICT resources. So we can say that absence of technical expertise of ICT resources is an example of inappropriate application of ICT in research. So we know that in this era or in the 21st century, the researchers are using ICT or the information and communication technology to do the research, because nowadays the research become like we can use many kinds of technologies to do the research in a simple way. So when we use ICT in research, the researcher should use the appropriate application of ICT in research and should not do the inappropriate application of ICT in research. So we can say that the absence of technical expertise of ICT resources is an inappropriate application. So the researcher should avoid the situation where the absence of technical expertise of ICT resources and should use the applications of ICT in research in a proper way. So these are the questions we have discussed today. Remaining questions we will be discussed coming sessions. Thank you.